moments before we went live. Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Detroit Lions has been paid like a number one wide receiver and has set a new bar for maybe Brandon Ayuk or T. Higgins or any of the other ones around town that are seeking a deal. 4 years, $77 million guaranteed is the number that we're going to be looking at. Over $120 million in the total contract. I cannot wait to hear how this came together and why none of us knew this was potentially taking place. It makes sense, though, for the brand new Lions to reward this sun god who's the son of a power lifter and a bodybuilder, and everything he's done since getting to Detroit has been fantastic.
100%. He's the definition of an MCDC guy. He does everything you want him to do as a wide receiver. He'll catch the ball. He gets the yak. He'll even block for you. He literally is perfect. He is worth every single penny and a massive part in flipping that culture in Detroit. I love it.
Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, from the NFL Network, senior NFL insider, I believe a man who just got a little bit more comfortable for the next few years. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Rappaport. Wow, look at you, big city boy with the jacket. Ooh,
welcome to Detroit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there you go.
That makes sense. Not that that's every city, but certainly Detroit. First thing we hear is sirens. Yep, you need it. Hey, keep your head on swivel out there, Rap.
Boots on the ground.
Hey, go get them, boys. We appreciate the firefighters out there. They're running towards danger.
Legends.
That is what they do, no matter what.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I got family that are in the firefighting job. Very thankful for them. Most of them are great.
Oh, yeah.
The mustaches in that truck that just drove by you. So good. Okay, let's get to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Up there in the city that you're in right now. $77 million guaranteed, over $120 in total, 4-year deal. We just heard Detroit Lions fan Evan Fox basically say this is the definition of an MCDC guy. I didn't know this deal was coming together. You guys knew, I would assume, and I guess it all makes sense now that we see it.
Yeah, well, first of all, the specifics, it's 4 years. More than $120 million, so more than $30 million per year. Now, there's a big number the last year. So the actual extension will come in a little under 30 per year on basically if you average out the first 3 years of the deal. But he gets guaranteed money into the third year. That's important. I know you guys are big on guaranteed money. $770 million guaranteed, including some in the third year. That's big. I think the biggest thing, and Foxy kind of mentioned it, like, you know, we're here at the draft. You want to pick guys that fit your organization and contribute and send a message about the kind of team you want to build. And this is one of the guys, right? Like, this is a guy who you want to pay. He has earned it. And there's a lot of tentacles to this deal. Like, it does affect all the other receivers and all that. But just for the Lions, this is a guy who deserves it, and I think a very, very cool deal to have gotten done this week in particular.
Absolutely. Celebration of Detroit continues. Devontae's getting $28 a year. Tyreek's getting $30 a year. You say a little south of 30, so it feels like he's in between there. So let's look at the Brandon Ayuk deal now. If he's get traded, whatever team trades for him is now not only giving up whatever the draft capital was going to be for the trade, but also signing a $30 million a year deal, basically. Is that how this goes?
Probably yes. It might not be immediate. Sometimes, like when Montez Sweat got traded, he did during the season, he got traded and then did an extension 4 days later. So that's possible. But if you're trading for Brandon Ayuk, then you know that a deal is coming. And actually, I don't know if a deal is going to get done. I know the 49ers would like it. I know there are definitely other teams interested in paying some draft capital. I know the 49ers would like a one. I don't know that another team is there yet. But I think the main thing is the market is getting more defined by the day. Yeah, the Devontae Smith deal, that's $25 million per year in new money. This one will probably, for the first 3 years, end up at around $28 per year in new money over the first 3 years. The market is pretty well defined if the 49ers are able to get done a Brandon Ayuk deal. It helps.
There's another massive one looming. Pac's got a question for you.
So what's up, my brother? So where's the market for Justin Jefferson and
Does he get
Hig
bigger?
and
100 guaranteed?
What is the market for them?
Got to be
You
higher.
think?
I would say it's more. It's more.
What is more?
It's going to be over 30 if it gets done. I don't know that one's getting done, but it's going to be over 30. And I think when you have someone, someone like Justin Jefferson, you think about him as a receiver, but you also just think about him as a great player, right? So I would imagine whatever deal he's going to get done, if he gets done, will be, among the highest paid non-quarterbacks, maybe the highest paid. That's the kind of deal that guys like him get. I know the Vikings would like to get it done. I know there's a lot that goes into these super mega deals, but I know that's another guy who you have no doubt that he deserves it.
Okay, he brought up T. Higgins as well in his question. T. Higgins is just going to be he's going to be in Cincinnati for a year on a franchise tag.
Or even the Chase.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely. Now, I know the Bengals have not given up on trying to do a deal.
Okay.
I don't get a sense they're in a great place right now.
It's going to be a big
It's
getting bigger. It's getting bigger by the day.
Jalen Waddle.
Every deal is getting bigger. I mean, that's one nice thing is the receivers are now getting, and this market for receivers is jumping like I've really not seen. And it's awesome because everybody should make all the money, and these guys now are. But it also, we're here for the draft. It also shows you why it's important to take a receiver if you can get one, because
cheap.
Getting them on the early side a little bit cheaper helps team building.
Well, that's the Justin Jefferson situation because they're going to have to pay him, so you can't pay a veteran quarterback. So if you can get a rookie quarterback, it's a little bit cheaper. It's great. Thank you for taking time with us, Rap. Schrager just said 10 trades this year in the first round, which would obviously be one more than the most amount of trades in 2022 or something with 9. So is there action coming or what?
I'll take the under.
He said Schrager's being a little dramatic.
I'm not taking anything. I'm just saying, in general, recreationally, I'm not. You understand?
Oh, recreationally up there in Michigan.
I think it'll be fewer, and I think there's been a lot of talks. There's been a lot of action. I don't know that we're going to see the massive run up for the quarterbacks that maybe we thought a couple days ago. Because if you're going to pay for either 2 or 3. It's going to be so much. Maybe someone does it, but I haven't gotten that sense right now.
All right, you're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Rappaport. Thank you, everybody. Okay, Amon-Ra St. Brown's a dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's not. We don't talk about him as much, though, because the MCDC conversation is always about, his team stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we talk about MCDC, and we talk about Jared Goff having this resurgence in the city of Detroit, and the city loving him. And it's not really about anything else. But every time I see, a piece on Amon-Ra St. Brown when they have a national televised game, I'm like, this dude's awesome. Yeah. And his numbers are ridiculous.
Yeah, I was about to say, you put up his numbers. It's always top 5, top 7 in the league in all the major categories for the last few years. Foxy mentioned, this does everything. Will do the dirty work, will block, can run the deep routes, the intermediate routes, which Jared Goff lives in, play action across the middle. He's going to make those plays every time. Just the consummate Lion, like the Detroit Lion, and a great guy to build a culture around out there for sure.
And he kind of reminds, with that culture, in him blocking and how he runs and how, he kind of reminds me of a modern day, Hines Ward, Anquan Bolton, like that, and that's perfect.
But more explosive though.
Yes,
so that
was the modern day part
absolutely.
of it.
Yep.
Oh, that was a faster, stronger.
Yeah.
No, not Anquan Bolton. You remember?
Oh, he's
dog.
Big son of a bitch.
That photo. There was a photo on a magazine of him running in the middle of a game, and it was like, that guy has a thigh for a bicep. What the hell is wrong with that guy? Faster, you're saying?
Yeah, a little bit.
Modern game spread out a little bit.
Yeah,
more.
exactly.
A little bit more speed.
In the slot a little bit more.
Yeah, we got more speed.
Got a lot more speed.